What's good, fam? This your main man, Casey for L King Self for Life Wrestler Takes. As you can see, it's icy than the mug out here in these Chicago airwaves. First, before we get started with this AEW Dynamite review, we lost another legend in the hip-hop game. Hip-hop mogul, producer, icon in the rap game, obviously known for being the guy who put Ja Rule, Ashanti, everybody at Murder Inc. on. Swerve Gotti, ladies and gentlemen, has dipped out the building. I saw earlier in the day, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, they said he was in a vegetable state, and I said, oh snap. Swerve Gotti, ladies and gentlemen, has left the building. Listen, I don't know if he had a bed death confession where he was able to repent. I don't know, but I hope he did. I hope he got an opportunity to ask the Lord to forgive him. You know, as the Bible says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. It don't matter what situation you've been through. So I just wanted to leave that out there. Prayers up to the Murder Inc. family. Prayers up to the Swerve Gotti family. May his memory be remembered. All the major hits he produced. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is on that. Dynamite. Let's talk about it. How was Dynamite? Decent showing. They're trying to get people excited for this Australia show that's coming up and let us know that Revolution is around the corner. So we pretty much got 2 months. Like, we got February. Actually, no, we got 1 month. We just got what, 4 weeks? 4 weeks of build to get us excited for Revolution. But it's about the Australia show. For me, the most important things going into the Australia show is Kenny, Will Ospreay versus Don Callis Clowns. Listen, that's already match of the night for me. And then Mariah May versus Tony Storm, who Tony been on some other stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about multiple personality, split personality, like she don't know who she is. She really don't. We need to kill anything that involves Jericho, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to kill the noise with that boy Jericho. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Like it always be the worst parts. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with Big Bill going after Powerhouse Hobbs and Powerhouse Hobbs going. I don't mind that, but just Jericho with the learning tree crap. It's not hitting, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the worst segments on the show. We kicked Dynamite off. Renee is talking with Jay White about his new relationship, his new partnership with, and I'm not calling him no dang Cope, Adam Copeland. That's just a terrible name. I don't know who came up with that idiotic decision, but that's terrible. If that's TK's booking or if that's Adam, if he wanted, it's terrible. Call him Adam Copeland or call him Edge, either one. Yeah, I'm not calling him no dang Cope. Sounds stupid. But talked about, you know, it's an alliance he didn't think would be possible, but because they're tired of John Moxley and the Death Riders, we got to do what we need to do. And so as he's talking with Renee, he kind of slows down because the goons pull up. Moxley and the squad pull up. They pull up. They outside. They backstage. They pull up. And as they're pulling up, here come FTR and Adam Copeland. And he started counting, and he's like, wait, what's this fool counting about? It's only like, what, 5 of us. With Pac, Marina Shafir, Yuta, and Claudio and Moxley. What this fool talk about? Next thing you know, the 3 of them with him, 4 of them started beating the brakes off him. And with the situation going on, out of nowhere, Marina Shafir straight up kidnapped Renee on some real silly stuff. I mean, it was just random out. Like, she just picked her up and then ran off somewhere. I'm like, so Moxley, you finna sit up here and have your wife get hostage live on TV? Goofy, just straight silly. I caught that mess right away. I said, okay, I see what's going on here. I peeked the game. I see what's up. After that, we got the first matchup. Now, I guess on Collision, Don Callis must have told Will Ospreay, you gonna be facing another one of my goons or whatever. So, all right, came out there, you know, everybody saying the Ospreay, you know. Don Callis comes out and he says, you're going to get somebody who you ran up and down the streets with. I said, wait a minute. I know he ain't talking about Mark Davis. When Mark Davis came out, literally, I was like, what? I'm like, whoa. I said, Mark Davis done sold out? I was like, what the heck happened? What kind of foolish, like, what happened? I was asking, like, what is going on here? Like, I genuinely was asking what the clown is going on. Like, why the heck would he do that? Why would he agree to get down with the clown who's trying to take down his homeboy? Don't make no sense to me, didn't. But I liked it because it was something nobody was thinking. We weren't thinking about that. We weren't looking for that. You know what I'm saying? We was not looking for that. And Mark Davis came out of nowhere. Now, was the match? Match was all right, you know. Obviously, you know, Will Ospreay was going to get the dub, you know, because they got to keep the momentum going as we get ready for the Australia show next Saturday. After that, then here come Takeshita, here come Kyle Fletcher. They came out there trying to quote-unquote even the odds. And then that's when Kenny pulled up. Kenny pulled up, and they said, we get ready to beat the brakes off these circus clowns next Saturday. Boom, there it is. After that, what transpired? Because I want to get to, I'm trying to talk about like the most important things they had going on. Oh, Harley Cameron in the back, but she's supposed to be Mercedes Moné with a doggone put. Listen, Harley Cameron is a clown. That girl is a circus clown through and through. That girl is a clown. Just clowning, acting, you know. And then that's when Mercedes pulled up and said, you think by you doing all this foolishness is what's going to get you to get in the ring with me? You might as well just go on somewhere. I'm the CEO. I'm the one that's running things around here. You ain't on nothing. But you run around here trying to make fun of me with this stupid man puppet. Is this Crank Yankers? Come on now. What's wrong with you? We got the Hurt Syndicate. Hurt Syndicate was in the ring, and they talked about being the current AEW Tag Team Champions. MVP rambling off at the mouth, talking about we in ATL, we doing what we do, but we want to pay our homage to Private Party, young cats that was doing their thing, but they ain't on the level of the Hurt Syndicate. Now, we're in Atlanta, and we feeling generous. We done ran through dang near everybody in the back. So if there's anybody that has any guts that want to challenge Hurt Syndicate, come on out. Nobody thinking about the Guns. The Guns have made their epic return. They are back, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know when the matchup is going to happen. They got in the ring with them. They was going back and forth. MVP said what he had to say. He said a line, and it fit. He had said something about them being A-boys, but the way how he said it, it fit right with it. It fitted with the situation they was in. I don't know when the matchup is going to be in, but when the matchup happens, I'll be here for it. We got Mariah May sitting out there on commentary because she was watching Queen Adamana go against Toni Storm. Now, Toni Storm, once I said multiple split personalities, this girl don't know who she is. She comes out as Mariah May, and Mariah May is looking all kind of distraught on commentary. She's like, what is wrong with this woman? She came out here, I'm Mariah. I mean, just the mannerisms. She had her down. That's what I say. Toni Storm is the best story. Like, she is the best gimmick in AEW right now, hands down. I'm serious. Like, her leaving the E was best for business, ladies and gentlemen. It genuinely was. Like, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, it's great. So, obviously, you know, Queen Adamana wasn't gonna do nothing. We already know. And then, I'm not gonna lie, man. Queen Adamana did something in the match where she looked at the camera, and I don't know who she was. I don't know what she was doing. It did look right. I was like, I don't know what she was trying to do right there. It didn't look right. But Mariah May sitting on commentary looking distraught, and obviously, you know, Mariah May Toni Storm had to get the win. And then afterwards, she started talking, and she started acting just like Mariah. Sounding like her, and it was crazy. We get MJF in the ring talking bull jive. You know how he do. He finna start, I guess. Listen, the whole situation with Jeff Jarrett they ran through that because a lot of people was complaining about it. And so Tony Khan actually made the pivot. But here's the deal. He made the pivot to another elderly person. He made the pivot. Sorry about that. Somebody was trying to call me. He made the pivot straight to Dustin Rhodes. Now, backstage, Renee caught up with Hangman, and she asked him about the situation with, obviously, with Christopher Daniels and Swerve, and he told her, don't bring them two clowns up. I wasn't tripping. I'm just trying to handle my business right now. You know, I just want to beat the brakes off somebody. Next thing you know, here is Platinum Max sitting over there, because obviously Platinum Max ain't got nothing going on right now, because obviously, you know, the beef between him and Anthony Bowens. And he said, oh, since you're the so-called best wrestler alive, I ain't got nobody to beat up. How about you meet me out there in the ring? I'll beat the brakes off of you. So then he chased them off. Meanwhile, MJF, like I said, is rambling off. And then that's when Platinum Max ran out there, interrupted MJF, and then Heyman chased him off. That's when Dustin came out there chirping at him and trying to make some bull jive and saying some things, going back and forth and all of this bull jive. I'm like, okay. I'm assuming Dynamite is going to be on a Tuesday, because he said next Tuesday I'm going to kick your behind. So I'm guessing Dynamite is forced to go on Tuesday. I'm like, it is what it is. Obviously, you know, MJF is winning. But like I said, MJF, like I said, made a joke. This is the running joke concerning AEW right now, calling them all elderly wrestling. I mean, listen, if the shoe fits, wear it. I mean, they ain't there. Everybody pulling up over there as old as possible. So I know people use it as a joke to take a jab at AEW, but like I said, if the shoe fits, wear it. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to think. Oh, we got the Hounds of Hell, which is Brody King and Buddy Matthews versus Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. Obviously, you know they had to get their dub. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you the both is true. I've been watching Brody King and Buddy Matthews for a long time. This is the first time I actually seen them where they just look like two complete jobbers. Now, the match was decent, but I'm watching them and I'm like, they got a new name which came straight out of the pit of hell. The Hounds of Hell. They come on now. If you don't know what people, if y'all don't know if certain clowns is worshiping the devil over there, look no further than that demonic name, Hounds of Hell. Them clowns, come on now. Like, let the elevator go up to the top. Like I said, Brody King go in there, do what he got to do. Buddy Matthews go in there, do what he got to do. But when I was watching that match, I said, man, this is the first time I'm watching this, and they felt like little jobbers. Like, and I know that's not what they were trying to get across, but I'm watching them like, my boys feel like jobbers, ladies and gentlemen. They feel like jobbers. Now, obviously, they had to do the job to them because obviously they got to look good going into the matchup against Kenny and Will Ospreay. Now, here's the deal. When that match happened, Tony, you bet not have Takeshita get pinned. I don't care. Kyle Fletcher is in this match for one reason, to get pinned by either Kenny or Will Ospreay. There is no excuse for freaking Takeshita to get pinned as a champion in a non-title match. I told you, it's one of my biggest pet peeves about pro wrestling. Wrestlers getting pinned in non-title matches. It makes absolutely no sense, ladies and gentlemen. No sense. I'm serious. So like I said, we had that garbage learning tree segment, and they were talking bull jive, and then that's when Powerhouse Hobbs came out, pulled up. Next thing you know, they was in the back trying to beat the brakes off each other. Security was trying to break them up. That's that segment. That's that situation. And I believe I ran through the entire show. I'm gonna have to get the scraper, so I guess I just keep talking. Yeah, I believe I ran through the whole show. So time for the main event. The main event, Ricochet versus Swerve. And I said, if you want to keep pushing this heel Ricochet, there's only one answer. Ricochet got to go over. And ladies and gentlemen, Swerve did everything in his power to try to win it and get that victory. Nope. Ricochet won. The right man went over. It made the most sense. He cheated to win. Great. That's how you want to go off. Great. I didn't have a problem with it. The right man went over. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you present black folk and Black History Month. If we ain't cooning, If we are out there to do what we supposed to do, which is go out there, wrestle, do what we supposed to do, we ain't cooning, that's how you do it. Now, I don't watch NXT like I used to because I don't have the channel. I don't have the CW network. But what everybody was showcasing on Tuesday, Michaels and Triple H decided to have Trick Williams get beat by Eddie Thurf with a doggone belt like a slave in the middle of Black History Month. I say, okay. I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the E is like. I don't, for people who are still living under a rock, this is one of the major reasons why I say I can never trust H, and unfortunately, Michaels as well, because they both are on that same playing field. We know how Triple H get down, but now Michaels is in agreement with this bull jive. I'm like, yep. I said this is exactly why I don't even bother watching. This is exactly why, because they continue to showcase how they get down. For real. A sad joke, ladies and gentlemen. A sad freaking joke. That's my AEW Dynamite review, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, you know, decent. I'm gonna tell you the bold-faced truth. I still want Tony Khan and them to, how do I say this? When you are booking your show, yes, you have your wrestler, yes, you have your storyteller, but you have to keep people invested for the entire 2 hours. You can't have 1 hour be good and the other hour fall off. Everything, listen, I'll tolerate one segment being garbage on a great show. One. But you can't fluctuate. Most of what they did was decent, but again, that seems to be like that's where they go. I'm like, TK, you got to do better than that, man. Because if I'm sitting on my phone instead of paying attention to what I need to be paying attention, to me, that tells me you don't know what you're doing either. Like I say, how the clown am I going to destroy Triple H every day and then sit up here, come up here and give Tony Khan a pass, even though I said I thought yesterday was a decent episode. But I'm watching and I'm like, yeah, but I'm paying attention to what I'm seeing on my phone instead of focusing on what I'm seeing on TV. That tells me what you're doing is you're not doing a good job to pique my interest. And that's where clowns get on his case about being able to tell a good story, not just doing random Joe Schmo matches that don't lead to nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So for the people who be saying I D-ride Tony Khan, you just heard me check his behind. I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all already know what to do. Hit the freaking comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Tell me what you thought if you watched the show. If you thought Dynamite was garbage as heck, tell me. If you liked it, tell me. Hit the comment section up. I'll holler at y'all cats later. Holla at your boy.